Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome to the A to Z preparation video for the IRDAI Grade A examination. This is going to be a detailed video for all of you to get the information about the IRDAI Grade A examination, the pattern, the syllabus, the sources for the examination and the areas to focus on, the type of questions that come in the examination. So this is going to be a detailed video so that you do not have to go here and there to know about the IRDAI Grade A examination. And this video is going to add a lot of value in your preparation for the IRDAI Grade A examination, as you are going to get a deep understanding about this examination in today's video. So let's get started without any delay. But before that, we have brought for you the free ebook that is going to provide you the solved previous year papers for the IRDAI Grade A. As you know that the previous year questions, they are a guiding light in your preparation journey for whichever exam you are preparing for. So if you are preparing for the IRDAI Grade A examination, we are providing you this free ebook that consists of the solved previous year questions for the IRDAI Grade A examination for 2017, 2023 and 2024 also. So you can easily download this free ebook. The link is given in the description box below. I will suggest you that do download this free ebook so that you have the solved previous year questions with you. Okay. Now let's start with the video. So first of all, is it a regular examination? So see, there was a recent meeting that happened of the IRDAI, of the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, where it was discussed that there is the revision of the sanctioned strength that is happening for the assistant managers. So in the next 3 years, there will be the recruitment that will happen of 40 assistant managers in each year starting from 2025. So you can understand that at least for this 3 years, it is proposed that there should be regular examination that should be conducted. There should be regular recruitment that should happen. So this is a good news for all of you who are preparing for the IRDAI Grade A examination, because it is written that as per the proposal, there is the recruitment that will happen and for 40 assistant managers, that is for 40 seats at least. Okay. So now, is IRDAI Grade A examination tough? Before that, when does the notification come? So recently the IRDAI Grade A result has been announced for the 2024 examination. So the results have been announced, the joining will happen, the training will happen, so it will take some time. Okay, so we are expecting, there is the expectation that the notification can be released in around June or July. Okay, so this is the expectation. So the notification of the IRDAI Grade A 2025 can come in June or July, or after that. Okay, so this is the idea. Now, is IRDAI Grade A examination tough? So see, it is tough for the students who are not preparing or who have not started to prepare from now onwards. Because if you are thinking of that, okay, the notification will come out, then we will start preparing, then the examination will be tough for you, because you will have to prepare different components at that point of time. But if you have started the preparation, or you are starting the preparation from now onwards, so it will become easier for the students who are preparing well. Okay, you have to prepare for the phase 1, you have to prepare the quant, reasoning, English, GA, you have to prepare for the phase 2, you have to practice the descriptive answer writing. Okay, in the phase 2, you have to prepare for the ESI impacting insurance, you have to prepare for insurance and management section, you have to prepare for English descriptive. So we will discuss about these phase 1 and phase 2, that what topics you have to prepare and such. But I hope you understand that if you start preparing from now and you are not waiting for the notification, then this examination will not be very tough for you. Okay, so difficulty level depends upon that when are you starting your preparation. If you are starting your preparation from now onwards, you already have time of 4-5 months to prepare well, to prepare for phase 1, prepare for phase 2 and such. But if you are thinking about preparing after the notification, then yes, this exam is going to be very tough, because if you are preparing after the notification, you will get only a few days to prepare then preparing for phase 1, preparing for phase 2, then it will become difficult, more difficult. Okay, so IRDAI Grade A exam is easier for the students that are preparing now, that have started their preparation or that are starting their preparation now. It will become difficult for the students who are thinking of preparing after the notification. Okay, now 3 things that you must do in this examination. First, have the clarity of the concepts. Okay, so there are different components in the phase 1, there are different components in the phase 2, we will discuss about them, but in all the components, in all the sections, have the clarity of the concepts. Okay, then past year question, like how you are going to get the clarity, like which questions, which areas you have to focus on, and which areas are important, what kind of questions come in the examination. So all of that you can get from the previous year papers. Okay, so have the concept clarity, concept clarity, and do the smart work. Do the smart work to see that what kind of questions come in the examination, and where you have to focus more on, what type of questions you have to focus more on. So for that, the past year papers are the guiding light. The past year papers are your guiding light that will provide you the understanding of the type of questions that actually come in the examination. The descriptive writing. So of course, like the phase 2 is all about the descriptive writing. So the more you practice the descriptive answer writing, the better it will be for you to clear this examination, right? So these are the three things that you must do to clear this examination. First, have the clarity about the examination, have the clarity of concepts in the components. Second, do solve the past year papers, do see what kind of questions come in the examination. Third, do practice the descriptive answer writing. Okay, now the pattern of the examination. So there is phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, that is your interview. Okay, so let's talk about the phase 1 first. So in the phase 1, there is the reasoning, English, GA, and quant. So these are the 4 sections in your phase 1: quant, reasoning, English, and GA. Number of questions 40 each. This is as per the 2024 IRDAI Grade A examination, and this is expected to continue for the 2025 IRDAI examination also. Okay, so there are number of questions in 2024 were 40 each, and maximum marks were 40 each. Okay, so the composite time was given of 90 minutes. So composite, that means in total the time was given of 90 minutes, and you have to clear the sectional cutoff. That is for reasoning, you have to clear the sectional cutoff. For the different sections, you have to clear the sectional cutoff, and you also have to clear the overall cutoff. Okay, and there is the negative marking also that happens if you give a wrong answer. Now, so what is the idea of the cutoff for the phase 1? So in the phase 1, if you see for the 2023, the cutoff percentage was given in each paper. For the general, it was 25% for each paper. That is, so this is the sectional cutoff. So that is 25% for the reasoning. So 25% of 40 is 10. 25% for English. So 25% of 40 is 10. So that means the cutoff marks for each paper was 10 out of 40. Out of 40, the cutoff marks for each section was 10. Okay, for EWS also, the 25% was the cutoff percent in each paper. That was the sectional cutoff. So 25% was the sectional cutoff for each paper. Now there was the overall cutoff that was given. Here you can see this is the overall cutoff. Okay, so you have to clear the sectional cutoff, and then you have to clear the overall cutoff also. Similarly, here for 2024, you can see that this is the overall cutoff. This is the overall cutoff for different categories. Okay, for general, the overall cutoff was 109.50. The sectional cutoff was as per the previous trend, that was 25% for all sections. So that was 10 marks for GA, 10 marks for English, 10 marks for quant, and 10 marks for reasoning. Because 25% was the sectional cutoff. So for 25% of 40 is 10. Now if you get 10, 10, 10, 10 in the 4 sections, you will not be able to clear the overall cutoff, that was 109.50. That means, okay, you have to clear the sectional cutoff, but you have to aim for the clearing of the general, like overall cutoff also. Okay, so this is the idea. Okay, so there is the sectional cutoff that is quite lower, I can say, but to focus on clearing the overall cutoff also. Now I have told you about the cutoff, that there is the sectional cutoff, that is 25% of the maximum marks, that is 40. So that is 10 is the sectional cutoff, but the overall cutoff was as high as 109.50. So this was the overall cutoff. Okay, so when you are thinking about clearing the sectional cutoff, okay, that is good. You have to think about clearing the sectional cutoff, but do not forget about the overall cutoff, that also you have to clear. Okay, so now coming to the different sections, now we have discussed about the cutoff that you have to clear. Now this was the previous trend that I have shown you. So for 2025, when the examination happens, as per the difficulty level, as per the type of questions, the cutoff can be different also. Okay, it can be higher, it can be lower also, but this has been the trend. Okay, now coming to the uh, different sections, let's discuss about the quant first. So in the quant, mostly the questions that we have seen are from percentage and these topics. So these topics you have to prepare, and you can see the previous year questions, and after seeing the previous year questions you can see that what kind of questions uh, are mostly seen in the examination. So you can see the previous year questions of 2017, 2023, 2024, and you can see the trend of the questions. You can see that which topics, from which topics the questions mostly come, as well as do see that what are your strengths in those topics and focus on those topics. Do not forget to do the DI. So data interpretation is a topic that you should not be skipping. Okay. So this is regarding the quant. Shall I do all the chapters? No, it is not required to do all the chapters. You have to see the previous year questions and you have to see that what topics usually come in the IRDI grade A examination, and from the different chapters or from the different topics that come in the IRDI grade A examination, try to see that where your strength lies. Okay. So do that. Now key points are give lot of sectional test also, so that you can see that okay, the questions or the topics that you have prepared, from those topics how many questions you are able to solve with 100% accuracy, where you are doing the mistakes, where the silly mistakes are happening, where you are reading the questions incorrectly. Practice lots of questions chapter wise, the different difficulty level, the different level of questions you should be attempting, easy, moderate and difficult. Okay, so attempt the different level of questions. Okay, now the books for quant. So the quantitative aptitude for cat by Arun Sharma, the data interpretation for cat by Arun Sharma, and the quantitative aptitude by Dr. R.S. Agrawal. So these are some of the books that you can prepare, from. So these are the sources for the quant. Okay, now if you do not have any course, then this is the source. If you have a course already for the IRDI grade A examination, then you do not have to go through these books, because the course, whichever institute has provided the course, they has taken out the material from all these books. They have accumulated the material in the best possible manner. Okay, now coming to reasoning. So reasoning, now these are the topics in the reasoning. Now again, do see the previous year questions. For the reasoning, you will get to know that from which topics the most of the questions come in the reasoning section, and do see that where your strength lies. Now the priority topics, I'm just telling you the priority topics in reasoning. In the quant, you have to see your strength, you have to see that which topics you can do faster and easily, but in reasoning these are some priority topics that you should be doing, like the blood relation, syllogism, reverse syllogism, input output, coding decoding, direction, ranking, inequality. After the priority topics, you can focus on puzzles and sitting arrangement. Okay, now the puzzles and sitting arrangement, usually in the examination, if a easy puzzle comes, if a easy seating arrangement comes, you should be able to do it. Okay, but if a difficult question is coming, then you can leave it. Okay, that's why the priority topics are this, that will help you to clear the sectional cutoff. But if you if you think like you should have the basic knowledge of the puzzles, because if a easy puzzle come, then at least you are able to solve that. Okay, so the target score for quant and reasoning. Now the sectional cutoff you will be able to clear, as per the previous trend we have seen that with 25% of the with the 25% of the marks, you are able to clear the sectional cutoff. But here I am again telling you that you do not only have to clear the sectional cutoff, you have to clear the overall cutoff also. So the target score in quant and reasoning, keep the target at 25 out of 40, or 25 to 30 out of 40. Okay, if you want to clear the overall cutoff. Now for the reasoning, there is the a modern approach to verbal and non-verbal reasoning by Dr. R.S. Agrawal. So these are the sources for the reasoning that you can follow if you do not have a course. So how to prepare for logical reasoning by Arun Sharma, and the quantitative aptitude. This is for the quant that you can follow. Okay. Now coming to the English section. So strategy for English, basically learning grammar is a time consuming process, but remember, see, I will suggest you that first solve the mock test, first solve the sectional test, and if you are able, you will see that where you like which level you are at. If you are able to answer 35 questions correctly, you are able to answer 38 questions correctly, so you will be able to understand that okay, you do not have to go through all the basic concepts in English. But if you are getting very less marks, then you need to get the idea that okay, you are making some mistake, you need to have the basic knowledge first. Okay, so give the sectional test first, give the mock test first to understand that where you are lying. English, in English, it is your strength or it is your weakness. Okay, so focus on mock test and the sectional test and learn through the reverse engineering. You can analyze your mistakes and you can see that okay, you have given 30 questions correctly, the 10 questions you were not able to answer, or you have given the wrong answers. So in this 10 questions, what concepts were there, what topics were there, that means these topics you are weak at and these topics you have to focus on, and analyze the like the explanation, read the explanation to understand some of the topics also. Okay, so for the English, you can follow the English grammar and composition by Dr. MDV Prasada Rao, the general English by SP Bakshi, and the word power made easy by Norman Lewis. Okay, now coming to the last part, that is your general awareness. In the general awareness, you have to do the GA, the general awareness, which consists of first in news, that first bank that has been launched in a particular island or in a particular area, or let's say the government initiatives that have been newly launched, the MOUs and agreements that are happening, if RBI or if IRDI has done a MOU with a particular organization, summits, conference that are happening, science and technology, if there is some innovation discovery that has happened, defense exercises, the India and some other country, they are like doing a defense exercise, environment related, any news that is coming up, that a new technology have been found or a new initiative has been taken to protect the environment, to do the sustainable development, sports related news. So this is all in the general awareness section. Okay, it also consists of the awards, milestones, days in news, that international this day, international environment day or such and such, books and authors, place in news, fairs, festivals, appointments, person in news, miscellaneous, all of this come under GA. So finance related news have to be focused on. IRDI related news has to be focused on. Okay, current affairs, government schemes, reports. These are the areas that you have to focus on. Government schemes, basically the government schemes that are in news in the past 2-3 months, reports that are in news in past 2-3 months, the or in the past 4-5 months, to be more safe, the IRDI related news or the IRDI related circulars in the past 4-5 months. Okay, so desirable months are 5 months, but if you do not have the time, then the most important months, that is 3 months, that you can focus on. But the desirable months will be 5 months at least. Okay, now, for the general awareness, if you do not have any course, then you can focus on the coverage of the general awareness from the PIB, the Hindu, Live Mint, plus the like if you have any magazine compilation, like any course you have, then you can see the magazine compilation. Okay, but if you have a course you have already bought, then you can focus on the magazine that the course is providing, that the institute is providing. If you do not have a magazine, the paid magazine that you are getting, then there are some boosters that are released by the organizations, like the boosters that are released by different institutions, some free magazines that are released by free compilations that are released by the institutions, and you can see the news from the PIB and the Hindu plus the Live Mint. Okay, now coming, so we have discussed about the phase 1. Now coming to phase 2. So in the phase 2, the pattern is that there is English descriptive paper, there is economic and social issues impacting insurance descriptive paper, and there is insurance and management descriptive paper. Okay, so all three papers are of 100 marks, and the time given to all three papers is 60 minutes each. Okay, test will be conducted in English and Hindi except for the English descriptive test. Okay, so now in the English descriptive, usually the questions that we have seen in the previous years, they were the essay, the expansion of topic, comprehension, précis, and the letter writing. Okay, the word limit can be higher or lower. Like in 2023, there was slightly lower word limit. In 2024, there was slightly higher word limit. The word limit can be like 500 words to 600 words or 100 words to 150 words. So word limit can be a little up and down. The marks can be up and down, but usually these are the type of questions that come in the English descriptive. Okay, so essay usually come from the topics related to social issues like employment, drug abuse, illiteracy, and such, or the essay topics are based on technology, internet, digital penetration, and the like social media and such, or the top essay topics come from insurance or finance related. Okay, but the essay topics will be generic in nature. It will not be like you will require a particular scheme to write or you will require a particular report from where you have to write. No, the questions will be generic. It will be from some social issues or some current hot topic, or from the new technology, or from the usage of internet, social media, or from the insurance, finance, and such. Okay, but the like topics will be very generic, and you have to prepare the like for the English descriptive writing. Whatever topics are in news in the recent 2 3 months, from those topics, there are more chances for the essay to come. Okay, now coming to expansion of topic. So um, expansion of topic, you have to expand a particular topic. I cannot go against the wind, but can sail accordingly to achieve my goal. So let's say this is a line that has been given to you, and you have to expand the topic. Then you have to expand uh, like after this. Okay, so it's like that a statement has been given and you have to comment on that. Similarly, here a statement will be given and you will have to expand that statement or the topic. Okay, so this is the expansion of topic. So insurance penetration is not only important from the growth perspective, but also from the perspective of sustainability of human life. So you will have to expand this topic, that okay, you have to write about more about this particular topic. Okay, so this is expansion of topic. Coming to comprehension, so reading comprehension will be given to you, and the reading comprehension can be on any topic. It can be on generic topic, social issues topic, it can be on technology, it can be on like in the recent NPS grade A examination, there was a reading comprehension that was from your old generation and the young generation, the difference in their thought process and such. So like the reading comprehension can be from any generic topic. It can be any random topic, not necessarily related to insurance. So the comprehension can be there, reading comprehension. So you will have to read the comprehension and then you will have to answer the questions. Pressy, it can be on random topics again. Most of the time, the articles for Pressy are taken from leading newspapers and the editorials, we can say. Okay. Now, the letter writing. So, letter writing, again, the letter writing can be from any general topic. Like in the NPS grade A examination, the letter writing was on the a new project, that like a project that you are doing and there is any roadblock or any problem that is coming in the project. So such kind of letter writing questions can come in the IRDAI grade A examination. They will be very generic in nature. So here what you have to focus on is the right format in the letter writing. Okay, so format you have to focus on, and the more the practice that you do, the more clarity you will get that what you have to write. Okay, so this is the idea. Okay, so time management, as there are multiple questions, you get 60 minutes to answer the multiple questions. So time management will be the concern here, because the 5 questions you have to answer in 60 minutes. Okay, so here the see, I will suggest you that do give the mock test, do give the sectional test, and do see that if I do the expansion of topic first, or if I do the Pressy first, then how many minutes I am taking for completing the section. If I'm doing any other topic first, so how much time I'm taking to complete the topic. So this is the idea, and do not ever do the comprehension in the end, because for the different questions there will be different marks that will be allocated. So let's say in the essay you are writing only 400 words, but you are writing very nicely. The quality of the answer is very good. So then also you can get good marks. Okay, but in comprehension, if you leave a question, that means you are leaving that mark. You are leaving that marks completely. So do not do the comprehension in the end, but remember that do give the sectional test to understand that um, where your strength lies. If you give a particular question in the starting or you answer this question first, then you are able to complete the whole paper in a faster manner. You are able to cover the whole section in a faster manner. So do give the sectional test to understand your strength and from where you have to start from. Okay, so for different students there is different strategy. For you, maybe by starting with comprehension it will be better, or by starting from pressy it will be better. So you have to find that. Now coming to the ESI impacting insurance, this component. So in 2017, in 2023, we have seen that there were, like in the part 1, there were 3 out of 5 questions that you had to answer. Each question was worth 24 marks and there were 250 words that you had to write. So in the current 2024, the word limit was slightly raised. So instead of 80 words, you had to answer in 100 words. Instead of 250 words, you had to answer in 300 words. Okay, so as I have told you that in the 2025 there might be some change in the word limit, but it's not like that it will be increased from 250 to 1000. No, that will not happen. It might be increased from 250 to 300, 300 to 350, but that will be the range. Okay, so remember that the word limit can fluctuate. Okay, the number of questions can fluctuate. So here you have to focus on the so in 2024, as I've told you, that there was the word limit that was changed. Okay, but remember that you have to focus on the concepts. Okay, if your concepts are clear, then remember that you will be able to clear the like you will be able to answer all the questions nicely. Okay, so this was the pattern seen in the 2017-2023. There were the long questions that you had to answer and there were the short questions that you had to answer. The word limit can keep on fluctuating, so do not focus on that. Always focus on that you will get some long questions, you will get some short questions. Okay, and you will have to prepare your answer as per the requirement of the question and focus on the concepts. Okay, focus on the concept clarity. So this is the syllabus for the ESI impacting insurance. So this is the syllabus has been given to you. Now here remember that you have to focus on some key areas. So let me show you that which areas you have to focus on. Okay, so the questions come on schemes related to insurance, social security and health, life, agriculture. So there are questions like in 2017, in 2023, in 2024 we have seen the questions on scheme. So in 2024 there were very few, like only one a question that we have seen from the scheme Vay Vandana Yojana, PM Vay Vandana Yojana. But so in 2024 we have only seen one question from scheme, but in 2017 and 2023 there were multiple questions from scheme, and in 2025 maybe one, two, or three questions. Like a single question can come from scheme or multiple questions can come from scheme. Okay, so it depends. But the questions do come on scheme. So you have to do the schemes related to insurance sector, you have to do the schemes related to social security, you have to do the schemes that are in news currently that is related to insurance sector or that is related to the social security. So if you have any course, the course will be providing you those schemes that are important from the examination point of view, or you can just focus on the schemes that are related to insurance or social security. Okay, now questions. Now, in the ESI impacting insurance, it has always been seen that there are some questions that are based on syllabus of paper 3, that is the questions based on the syllabus of insurance and management. Like in 2017 and 2023, we have seen that some questions were in the ESI impacting insurance segment, but they were the questions based on the syllabus of insurance and management. So if you have done, if you have covered the syllabus, if you have covered the syllabus of insurance and management thoroughly, so you will be able to answer the questions, no worries, right? Now, there were questions on current affairs related to the financial and insurance sector. Like in 2024, there was a question on the deposit growth that is decreasing recently. So the banks, they are getting less deposits. So there was a question regarding that, that how it will impact the insurance sector. So such questions on current affairs, like there was a question on CBDC. So such questions on that are related to current affairs, that are related to the financial sector and insurance sector, such questions can come. Like in 2017, such questions have come. In 2024, also such questions have come. So such questions can come in 2025. So in the past 2-3 months before the phase 2, whatever topics are the hot topics, like recently before the phase 2 of the IRDAI Grade A 2024, the hot topic was the decreasing deposit to the banking sector. So a question came from that topic. Okay, Now the questions on normal concept of economics can also come, though it was not seen in 2023 or 2024. But some basic idea of the economics concepts you should have. Okay, the case study based question can also come. It has come in 2023. Okay, so this is the idea about the economic and social issues. So the question can come directly from your syllabus. The question comes. Okay, like recently in 2023, there were questions that have come from your ESI impacting insurance syllabus. It was regarding the business cycle. It was regarding the uh, application, like it was regarding the impact of A structure on economy. Okay, so in 2023, the question was regarding the impact of A structure on economy, and there was question on the business cycle also. So in 2023, there was questions from the direct syllabus. In 2024 also there were questions from the syllabus directly. Okay, like there was question on the risk. There was question on the risk that came. Okay, so yes, economic capital and risk based capital requirement. So there was a direct question from here. There was a direct question on actuary. So in 2023, 2024, there were direct questions from the syllabus. There were questions from the scheme in 2023, in 2024. There was questions from the schemes. There were questions from the insurance and management segment in the ESI insurance impacting insurance. There were questions on current affairs related to financial and insurance sector. There were questions on the case study based questions were also there. Okay, so such kind of questions come in ESI impacting insurance. Okay, so basically the questions on schemes, the questions from the syllabus. It can be the syllabus of ASI impacting insurance, or the questions can come in this component. The questions can come from the syllabus of insurance and management also. Okay, the questions can come from the current affairs that is related to the financial sector or the insurance sector. Okay, and the questions can come from some generic topics, uh, or the case study based questions can come. Okay, like some generic topic like the CBDs. Question came on CBDs, the central bank digital currency. So this was a generic topic from where the question came. Now coming to the last component, that is the insurance and management. So first let's discuss about insurance. So there were the type of questions were direct question related to the syllabus. So the direct questions have come related to the syllabus. That is here. You can see that from here the questions have come. Okay. So in the insurance segment, there were direct questions related to the syllabus, little tweaked questions, that we can say application based questions. Application based questions have also come. So these are also the questions related to your syllabus, but they are not very direct. They are not very direct. So application based questions have come in the insurance segment. Okay, questions from now in the insurance segment, actually the questions have come from the paper 2 syllabus, that is from the ESI impacting insurance syllabus. So you can see that in the ESI impacting insurance component, there were questions from insurance and management syllabus, and in the insurance and management syllabus there were questions from the ESI impacting insurance. Case study based question have also come in the insurance and management segment. Okay, so in the insurance segment or the insurance and management segment, from the insurance there were direct questions related to syllabus. There were some indirect questions, that means there were some application based questions. So if you have concept clarity, you will be able to answer the question. Now in the insurance segment, there were questions from the ESI impacting insurance syllabus, and there were the case study based questions. Okay, now this is usually the exam pattern that is not defined. The pattern is not fixed, so you cannot pre-plan, but you can pre-plan the idea that there will be some long questions and there will be some short questions that will come. Okay, so there will be some long questions that will have the word limit of, just assume that 300 to 400 words, and short questions that will have the word limit of 100 to 150. Okay, so yes, you can keep this in mind that the exam pattern is not very much defined, it keeps on changing, but yes, there are the long questions and short questions that you have to prepare for. Okay, now in the management section also there were direct questions related to your syllabus, direct one liner questions, easy questions, direct questions from your syllabus. So if you have understood the syllabus, if you have covered the syllabus, if you have got the concept clarity, you will be able to answer these kind of direct questions from your syllabus. Now, there were some questions that were out of syllabus from your fringe topics, like the question on digital marketing or the business ethics or the explain team building process and such. So there were some topics that were out of syllabus, uh, some fringe from the fringe topics from the management. So if you have got some course, so that course will be providing you this additional topics for your preparation for the examination. Now, there were some case study based questions also. Okay. Now, the sources for your preparation for management. So, these topics of management, it can be done through the Principles and Practice of Management by L.M. Prasad. The corporate governance, now this is not available in this book, but this topic you can do from the Google. Okay, you will have to search in the Google. Because for a single topic you should not be focusing on any other book. Okay, now for the sources for management, you can follow LM Prasad Principles and Management. For the insurance, mostly like you have to read the different research papers, you have to go through Google for the ESI impacting insurance. Now for this particular um, component also, you have to go through the IRDAI annual report. You have to go through the research papers given by the Swiss Re Sigma Institute. So Swiss Re Sigma Institute, it releases the report. So through that also you can study the different topics in the syllabus of ESI impacting insurance. And for the syllabus of ESI impacting insurance, you have to Google the topics also, because there is no particular book that is explaining the impact on insurance of the different ESI related topics or ESI related variable. Okay. So for the ESI impacting insurance, to cover the syllabus, go through the Google, go through the IRDAI annual report, go through the Swiss Re Sigma reports or the research papers of the different institutes, including the IRDAI. Okay. So for ESI impacting insurance, a single book will not be able to help you. You will have to go through the different topics in the Google or different links of the Google. So this is, we have discussed about the phase 2 also. So I hope that most of your questions regarding the IRDAI Grade A examination, phase 1 and phase 2, they are catered to. And before ending the session, let me show you that if you go to edutab.in, can go to the free material section and you can go to the blog section to read the blog about the IRDAI Grade A examination. You can get the exam information here. And see, if you go to courses section, in the courses section, you can go to IRDAI Grade A courses. In the IRDAI Grade A courses, you can see that what courses EduTap is providing to you. Because let's say you are finding it very difficult to get the topics or to cover the syllabus of ESI impacting insurance. You are finding it difficult to cover the syllabus of insurance from Google or from different areas. So then you can get a course where all the relevant things that will be required from the examination perspective, it will be provided in the course itself. So you can get the gold course and you can see that 71% off is going on currently. So this is the highest off that we provide currently. So in the gold course, you are getting the live classes before the examination. You get the chapter wise test, you get the chapter wise notes, you get the chapter wise videos, the recorded videos, you are getting the sectional test, full length test, solved PYQs, weekly mentor talk. Okay. Silver course, in this silver course, see, in the gold course, phase 1 plus phase 2 preparation material is provided, but in the silver course only the phase 2 preparation material is provided. Okay, you can see that who all will be teaching you, what all you will be getting. So this is regarding the IRDAI Grade A courses, that you can go to edutab.in and you can go to courses section to see the courses of IRDAI that you can take if you want. Okay, so now this is it regarding the today's session. So I hope you have got the preparation strategy for the examination. Thank you very much for joining the session. See you in any other video. Thank you, everyone.